Hello operators, it's your boy Vince here with a banger video for you all today, and this one might be a bit controversial. We're going to be talking about why SBMM makes Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 better. Now I already know what a lot of you are thinking. You're probably like, what are you talking about? SBMM ruins the game. Or, you're just a super Call of Duty fanboy. While you are probably correct on me being a fanboy, I'm gonna have to stop you right there, and here's why. Think about the past. As a new player, you hop on, looking for some casual gameplay, not wanting to try too hard because you're a noob. Well, guess what? SBMM has you covered. As a new player, you're likely not going to run into a bunch of Call of Duty veterans who all have 1.5 KDs ready to shred you in half. Instead, you'll be running into other new players and people around your skill level. This is beneficial not just for the player, but for the game in the long run, because this gives a new player a better chance in the game to progress without too much difficulty, meaning this increases new player retention and converts noobs into long-term Call of Duty fans, bringing a wider player base into the game as a whole. Now there's another side to this coin I haven't addressed yet, and that is when SBMM decides that you're too good of a player and starts throwing you in with the top 10% skill bracket or something like that. Essentially, you reach a certain KD ratio that is at or above 1.0. This is when the SBMM starts putting you against much harder players, and not just that, if you're doing really good over the past 10 rounds or so, it will start putting the less skilled players in the lobby on your team to balance things out. A lot of the time this can be extremely irritating, but hear me out. Since SBMM was introduced to Call of Duty and I started playing it more frequently, I have noticed that my aim has drastically improved. This is because I'm almost constantly fighting players that are at or above my skill level, and therefore I am constantly training my skills. I also noticed that when I play other games outside of Call of Duty, I absolutely dominate my lobbies. Now, even though SBMM will improve your overall FPS skills over time, there's still one last issue to address, and that is the making of exciting Call of Duty content. Obviously, everyone wants to rock some kill streaks and shred a lobby like nobody's business when it comes to content, but let's be real here. That's quite unrealistic. I mean, unless you're a pro, you're going to be hard-pressed to get those kill streaks, especially a nuke. This is why people are doing what's called reverse boosting, where they have another copy of the game running a separate account on a different system. With a profile that has a purposely poor KD, they'll enter a match on that account, join the match on their main account, then leave the match on the lower KD booster profile, allowing them to consistently find and destroy bot lobbies. But this is absolutely ridiculous, not to mention horrible for new players. Imagine how these poor souls must feel fighting this level 600 reverse boosting meth addict that's dropping 3 nukes per match on them. So much for protecting new players from assholes. Instead, I'd like to propose a solution. Firstly, let's start being genuine with our content instead of fake, because I'm sorry, but to me, reverse boosted content is so unrealistic that it's boring to watch. And secondly, the matchmaking algorithm will actually give you easier lobbies from time to time. In fact, the video playing right now was one such lobby. And as you can see, they're not absolute bots, but I am absolutely shredding in this lobby. What happened was that the few matches prior, even though I did my best, I got my ass kicked. And the algorithm took those stats into account when it gave me this lobby. So here's my suggestion: stop trying so damn hard for a few rounds, play as casually as possible, and just focus on trying to get headshots. Don't pay attention to your KD, or even better, play a gun you're trying to get better at for a few rounds. This will cater the algorithm to your skill set when you're not trying, and eventually you will run into a lobby where you just start ripping people in half. When this happens is when you switch to try-hard mode and just unleash your skills on the lobby. Alright folks, I know that my views aren't exactly mainstream, but I think it will go a long way for those who actually listen and implement this information into their gameplay. I used to hate SBMM just like everyone else until I started to realize what it was actually doing and how it worked. So I hope you guys enjoyed this golden nugget of a video. I hope your passion for Call of Duty is somewhat revitalized, and I wish you all a farewell and happy hunting. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe with notifications on, so that I can see you guys in the next video. Peace.